This video is all about stickers. We are using this machine right here, the xTool M2. It is a laser and printer in one, and it can absolutely make stickers. Let's get into it. Hey, I'm Sarah, you're watching Creative Ramblings. I introduced you to the xTool M2 a couple videos ago. This is a very cool craft machine. It combines a laser, a printer, and there's some other accessories that can go with it as well, allowing you to make just about anything you can come up with. So I have a full review on this machine, and I just recently laser engraved some tumblers with this machine. So I'm going to link those other videos down below. You can go check them out. Today we are going to talk about stickers. So we're going to start by talking about how to set this machine up for stickers. If you don't already own it, what bundle you would need to purchase to make sure you have what you need. Then we're going to walk through the full process, start to finish, including the software. We're going to make die cut and kiss cut stickers. And then finally, I want to share my recommendations and my tips and my thoughts on this whole process with you. I did quite a bit of testing to get to this point, and I really want to share all of that knowledge with you so that you can have success making stickers with the M2. So here is what you need to make stickers with the M2. When you are purchasing this machine, the base model comes with the machine that you see right here, and it comes with a laser module, which is what I have inside right here. You can get a 10 watt or a 20 watt laser module. I have the 10. You can do stickers with either one of them. That is your base model. If you go up from there, you can get a bundle that includes this. This is the printer module. We need this along with the laser to make stickers. There are other accessories you can get with the M2, including a rotary attachment or an IR module. Those are great, love those. We don't need any of those for this process. So the base model with a laser head and then the printer add-on. We are going to use the xTool Studio software. It's a free software that powers this and every other xTool machine. And then you're going to need some sticker paper. So here is where we need to be very careful. We are cutting these stickers with a laser. There are materials that you cannot put in your laser because it is burning the material and it will release toxic fumes. The number one thing you cannot put in your laser is vinyl. Most vinyl is made with PVC. PVC is toxic and harmful to us, and it can hurt your laser. So we cannot cut any kind of vinyl or anything with PVC in it. That's going to take out most of those fun stickers. So kind of the holographic, the vinyl, the sticker sets, all of that, most of that contains PVC, can't use it. So what I have been using is white sticker paper. This is my pack right here. It has a Post-it that says white sticker paper on it. I have had this for quite some time. I do believe this came with the M1 Ultra when I got that machine. It's because you could print and then blade cut with it. But I don't know, there's no label on it here anywhere. I have a bunch of other sticker paper as well, but the reason I know this is safe is because it is just paper, and the back that it's on is also a paper backing. So there's no PVC in this. So I would opt for some sticker paper. If you find some other kind of material that says laser safe, maybe. I haven't seen anything like that yet. I'm hoping xTool might come out with some kind of PET vinyl that we can print and cut on. But right now we're not there. So stay safe. Start with basic sticker paper. There are a number of different ways to design the actual stickers. So if you are an artist or you are a creative person in general and you want to draw some stickers, you can. You can do that in Procreate and then export them. You can draw by hand and take a picture of it and then upload it into the software. You can do all of that. There are ways you can do it within the xTool Studio software, which I'm going to show you in a moment. You can also design in something like Illustrator, Procreate, or Canva and create your own stickers and export them as a PNG and then upload them into Studio. So really any way that you want to create stickers, you can do that, and we're going to be able to cut them out. So right now, let's go into the xTool Studio software. This is the xTool Studio software. We're going to go right up on top here to New Project. Up in the right-hand corner here is our machine. Now mine is connected already because I have been using it today, and so it just connects automatically. If it is not connected, we can come to this button here, find our list of machines and hit connect. The other option is to hit device library and find your machine from here. If you're using it for the very first time, you need to connect your USB cord from your laptop or your computer to your machine, and then we'll set up Wi-Fi from there. So my machine is connected and it automatically took a picture of the base. There's nothing there yet. There will be something in a moment. So coming down a little bit further, we need to pick our mode. We are going to print, then cut. And if I select this, everything is going to kind of work in this beautiful order for us. The next thing we're going to do is pick a material. So we're going to go through this process. It's a good process to get in the habit of doing, but there are actually no settings for this yet. So this is white sticker paper here. And if I click apply, I'm not actually going to get recommended settings, but don't worry, I have tested some out, so I'm going to share those with you. So now that I have that created, let's go ahead and put some sticker paper into the machine. This is the back, this is the front. Now I can just place this here. I have been using just some small magnets that I have on hand, and I'm going to put them in the very far corners. I just want to make sure that they're not going to interfere with the laser or with the printer head. So I'm just going to do 2 corners. And now we can close this. Whenever you open the machine and then close it again, it'll beep and your camera will automatically refresh, which is kind of nice. So now we are going to import a design that I created in Canva. So this is a PNG, and I just brought in some graphics that I liked. So this will print beautifully. What we need to tell the software is how to cut these out. So up on top here, I'm going to go to offset. I just want to move it off to the side so we can see it. And this is going to generate an offset first. It'll take just a moment and then we can play around with it. An offset is essentially just a line that goes around the outside or the inside of the object. So the offset here has a couple things that I don't like. So it has kind of cutouts in the middle of this teacher graphic here and some up here. So I can play around with this. The first thing I want to do is say outer shapes only. So it's only going to create the offset on the outside. And then I can adjust the sizing a little bit. All right, so that all looks really good to me. So I'm going to click confirm. Now the offset and the printed pieces are actually going to be separate. So I need to make sure that I highlight everything and then move this together. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit and then I'm going to duplicate this. So just Control C, Control V. And now I have 2 sets of them. You'll notice on this screen that if I have the printer selected, there is a little space right here where it does not print. So make sure that the graphics that you want to print are within the area shown on the camera. So if I click off of this, let's go over back to the right-hand side. So we already picked our sticker paper. Let's auto measure. When I click auto measure, I come over and I place this box. We're just going to do it right in the middle of the paper. And it is going to take a measurement of the material that's in there. When we are doing this process, make sure you start with the laser in the machine like I showed you first. If you start with the printer and go to auto measure, it's going to make you switch it back out for the laser. So it's just easier to start with the laser. All right, we're auto measured. Our camera is calibrated because it already took a picture for us. Then we have this close view camera here. I can bring this down. I like to use it sometimes at a corner to see how accurately I am to the corner. I use this a lot when I have really detailed designs or large designs to make sure that I'm not hanging off the edge. Happy with that, I can right click and delete that close view. So now let's come down and play with settings. So let's do inkjet first. You can change the concentration of your ink. I have it set to 80. You can go up to 100. The higher your concentration is, the more ink you're going to use. So 80 gives me really good color on this paper. So we're going to go with 80%. The next thing we need to do is change our cut settings. Now I want the stickers on the left to be kiss cut and the stickers on the right to be die cut. So to do that, I am going to select the offset on the left, right click, and change that color. I'm going to do this because then I have two different colors over on the side here. So if I could take this pink offset, up on the top here, I can make sure I have my 10 watt laser selected and go to cut and then go to settings. This is my test array, and I highly recommend that you do your own test array just to see what you get with your specific paper. So I ran a test on cut settings, and I found that these settings right here, this power of 90, speed of 54, gives me a beautiful kiss cut. I didn't like 90-40 for cut. I actually came over to like 90-30, and I like something between here, so maybe 90-32. This works great for my paper. Highly recommend you run that for whatever paper you're using. So using my test array for kiss cut, I want this to be a power of 90 and a speed of 54. We don't need to change anything else down there. Then I can click on the blue offset. Again, it defaults to the laser right here. Go to cut and then come down to a power of 90 and a speed of 32. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but if you click on the printing parts, let's see, right here, mine just automatically went to printer, but you can change it to printer. So if it's showing you that it's gonna try to cut all your colorful parts, just come up here in processing module and make sure it says printer. All right, so we've got all of our settings in here. You can frame here. I don't love framing on this. It is a video frame. So if I hit frame, it's going to show me a little video of where this red crosshair goes and exactly where it's going to print. I don't need to do that. I'm really fine with where the camera's at. I think we're good. So now it is time to process. Now remember, we have the laser module in there. So the first thing this is going to tell me up on top here, this is task 1 of 2. We have an estimated time, and it's saying, hey, wait a minute, you need to change this out for the laser, or for the printer. We need to pull that laser out and change the printer. This is the easiest process. All we do is pull out the cord, pull off the laser. It's just done with magnets. There's no screws. This is really easy. And then we take the printer. The printer comes with a little cover on the bottom here. Leave this cover on. It's going to help keep it moist, and the machine is actually going to remove that cover for us. So then we just magnet that back on, plug in the cord, we're good to go. So now we can click start. Oh, still initializing there. There we go. Now it recognizes the printer. So let's hit start, and then I'm going to go hit start on the machine. The first part is complete. Now we can hit next and then go over to the machine and put that laser in. For this step, do not touch anything there. We just need to unplug and pop out the printer and then put that laser back in and plug that back in. Really is that simple. So it recognizes that our laser is in. We can hit start and then start on the machine. Everything is done here. One thing that we need to make sure we do is, because we're laser cutting, this needs to be vented. So I have mine hooked up to an AP2 purifier. Can also just vent it right out the window. Even though we're only cutting paper, you are going to have a little bit of a smell. Let's see how we did. One side is kiss cut, one side is die cut. So these should pop right out, and they do beautifully. I want to try to give you a little bit better lighting here so we can actually see the colors, but that looks really good. We've got some nice color on it, and then we can just pull the sticker off the backing. Nice and easy. Let's do the same for the kiss cut. That cut beautifully. I think those settings were perfect. I'm not going to pull it all the way off because I want to put it back on. But we've got a beautiful sticker right there. Let's come back over to the machine for just a second here. I'm going to move my magnets out of the way. When you're cutting with a laser, you are going to get marks on your base plate. I am not trying to protect my base plate at all. This is a laser. It's going to get messy. There's going to be marks on it. That's fine. What we don't want to do is leave it dirty. And even when you're just cutting stickers out of paper, you get a little bit of residue in there. So I clean my base plate after every project. I use LA's Totally Awesome. You can just spray it on a paper towel and then go in there and clean it up. So it's not going to take all those marks away, but it's going to take away the residue. And that's just from stickers, because I cleaned this after my last wood project. But get in the habit of always cleaning this up. And if you are lasering something like wood, make sure you're getting any of the pieces out as well. We made some stickers. Let's talk about the whole process and the results. So the process of making stickers with this machine is easy. I like that you have one software that just walks you through everything. If you are familiar with Cricut, it's kind of the same. You make your stickers in Cricut, you send it over to a printer, and then you put it through your Cricut, but it's just one software walking you through the whole process. I feel that way about xTool Studio and the M2. All you need is the printer module and the laser, and it just kind of tells you what to do. It's easy. I like that. Let's take a look at our sticker sheet here. So I think the color is really good. Again, this is 80% concentration. We can go up to 100, but I don't know that you need to. I think for just basic sticker paper, this looks really good. I also think just based on the camera calibration, the accuracy of the cut is excellent. Another thing you'll know that if you make stickers with Cricut or another brand, sometimes getting that perfectly accurate cut is difficult. So this is nice. It's again, easy and accurate. So let's talk about a couple things that I don't love about this. These are the die cut stickers. They're just barely hanging on there. So these actually cut very, very nicely. And I did take some time to hone in the settings, but we're gonna turn it around on the back here. And you can see just a tiny bit of burning on the back of those die cut stickers. And you can kind of see the dark edges. Let's see. It's not super noticeable, but there are some dark edges on this, and I actually think these are the best settings I could find for this paper. I think between die cut and kiss cut, I like kiss cut a lot better because once you pull this off, any edge that was there, you can't really see. So even though there might be a little bit of a darker edge here, it doesn't actually show up on the sticker, which is really nice. I will say that when you cut stickers, there will be a little bit of a smell. Not a smell like cutting wood, but when you cut paper with a laser, when you burn through that paper, you are generating a little bit of a smell. You will get that. It's not that bad. Use the AP2 purifier or some kind of a smoke purifier to clean out your air, and you're not going to notice it. It's going to be kind of nice. I think the biggest downside to stickers with this machine is that I can't use vinyl. I can't use all those cool sticker materials that are out there because they're not compatible with a laser. Remember, if it has PVC, can't use it. If you don't know what's in it, don't use it. So really, I have just been using matte sticker paper, which is fine. These are great. I can't put these on water bottles or laptops or that type of thing. These are just kind of fun scrapbooky style stickers. Overall, I like making stickers with this machine. There are a few drawbacks that I mentioned, but they're small. It took me some time to hone in my settings. When I first made stickers with this, I was not happy with the results, but I knew that was on me to hone in and find those good settings, and I did. So they may not be perfect, but they're really good. And overall, as one function of the M2, I think it's great. This laser, this craft machine can do so much more. I have engraved rings, ornaments, tumblers. I have done print then cut on wood. I've worked with leather. I've worked with felt, with paper. There is just a ton you can do with this. Stickers are only one thing. So as an overall craft machine in general, I highly recommend this. This could be really fun to add to your craft room. If you have any further questions about making stickers with the M2, please let me know down in the comments. I would love to chat with you. If you liked this video, if you found it helpful, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. I'm here every week with new videos helping you move forward in your creative journey. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.